guys, I'm going to be showing you how to create this little play journal. Sandy Allnock posted on her channel a little challenge or encouragement for us to craft or practice different things during craft month. Now I'm a little late for that, but I decided that I will make one anyway. And all I'm doing here is using a piece of cans and watercolor paper. So I'm not sure exactly the dimensions, but all I did was divide it into fours. So into quarters on all sides. And I used a ruler to kind of measure it. Then I scored and then folded. I wasn't going to actually show it or film it, but I decided to do it because this could be something that you could do later on and not necessarily for this craft month. But I am going to be linking you to Sandy's video because she actually explains you how to do the measurements exactly. And you could use any size of paper that you want, though. Because mine I actually think ended up being a little bit smaller. So it worked out. So now to mat it or to create a cover for it, I used a couple pieces of cardboard paper, and then these are 4 1/4 by 3 1/4, and I am just using copy paper here to line it because I am going to be covering it with pattern paper, and then on the other side I'm going to be gluing the little booklet. So I just wanted to make that sturdy. I think Sandy also used chipboard. I'm not sure exactly, but what she did with hers, she actually painted the cover. In my case, I didn't want to paint it right now because I wasn't sure exactly what I wanted to do with it. So I decided to just use paper for now, and I can come back and decorate both the front and the back of it, or because you can flip it, either one could be the front. So that's all I'm doing here. And the reason I chose watercolor paper is because that's one thing that I want to get better at. That's one thing I want to practice and challenge myself more to do, is using watercolors. Another thing is because I want to use paint brushes or, watercolor brushes instead of the brushes that already have the water in them, if that makes sense. I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about. Sometimes I just get tongue twisted. But anyway, that's why I chose the watercolor paper. And, I am going to be trying, even though I am late for these, to post or to do one every day. I can have it so I can do once in a while whenever I, feel like I need to sit down and work on watercoloring. So that's what I'll be doing. But anyway, I am using here a couple of scrap pieces of paper. And this little owl one is one that I got from a swap that I did back in November. And this was actually part of the packaging, or in some areas she used it, and I was able to save it. So because I absolutely loved it. So I used, tiny pieces, and this was perfectly the good size for this, I ended up only just, trimming off a little bit of it. So now to glue my booklet onto the boards or the cover that I am going to be making, I am using score tape. Now this is very strong tape, and that's why I'm using this, because this little play journal is gonna be getting a lot of use. So opening and closing it a lot, it needs to stay strong because I don't want it to come apart. So the only size that I have is this 1/8 of an inch. So that's why I'm putting tons of it to make sure that it's not gonna go anywhere. So once I did that, I just went ahead and centered it onto my paper to make sure that it's going to be, centered somewhat. I left about a 1/4 inch perimeter around it, so that way it's not flush to the side. And I did the same onto the other side. Once I removed the backing, I went ahead and lined it up. And I thought the easiest way was to just put it against my craft mat, so that way I can make sure that it's lined up correctly. That's pretty much it. Like I said, I'm going to link you below so that way you can follow Sandy's instructions, because they're a lot easier. I just wanted to share this with you real quick. But here you have it. It's super cute and simple, and like I said, you could make it and use it for any time just to practice different mediums or different things. So yay! I thank you guys for watching. I hope that you guys give this a try and check Sandy's channel, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye-bye.